What's up, F1 family? Welcome back to F1 Stars and Highlights, Season 2026. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into the one and only Max Verstappen, the four-time world champion who never holds back, never sugarcoats, and always drives like his life depends on it. The final Bahrain preseason test just wrapped, and Max didn't disappoint. He blasted the new 2026 cars as no fun at all, called them Formula E on steroids. Admitted he warned everyone back in 2023, but nobody listened. Yet he still delivered massive lap counts while raving about Red Bull's brand new power unit. This isn't just testing drama, it's Max questioning if F1 is still the sport he loves, while quietly building a life off track with Kelly Piquet and their baby daughter Lily. If you're new here, smash that like button right now. If you think Max bounces back for title number 5, subscribe and hit notifications. We're dropping daily deep dives all season. Let's get into the full Max Verstappen 2026 story. Buckle up, it's raw. Let's start with what actually happened on track during the second Bahrain test, February 18th to 20th. The very last chance to dial in these radical 2026 machines before the lights go out in Australia on March 6th. Max ended the test in 5th overall with a best lap of 1 minute 33.109 seconds on day 3. That put him over a second behind Charles Leclerc's stunning 1 minute 31.992 benchmark set in the Ferrari. McLaren's Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris were right up there in the 1 minute 32 seconds too, with Mercedes showing strong long-run pace. But raw one-lap pace isn't everything in testing, especially this year with so much new tech. Look at the work rate. Red Bull completed 329 laps across the 3 days, one of the highest totals in the field. Max personally racked up huge stints, including over 65 laps on the final afternoon alone. He described it as a successful week. We have a lot of data to analyze. Reliability held up with no major failures, and the program covered everything: race simulations, different setups, tire degradation tests, energy deployment strategies.
There's a lot of attention to detail and a lot of things that we still need to get on top of. You know, it's all very complex, and I'm sure that even in the beginning of the season, you know, there's still a lot of things that we will figure out just going along. So yeah, it's good to have the testing here and try to understand everything.
Max knows the car needs more outright speed. He said it's quite obvious they have to find performance, but the foundation is solid. With rookie teammate Isaac Hajar also putting in strong miles.
So yeah, I feel as ready as I can heading into Melbourne, and the guys have been very, very good on making the most of the tests. We've been through so much test items. I'm very glad with the understanding of the car, so no, I'm happy.
Red Bull aren't panicking. They're methodically building. And after losing the 2025 title to Lando in that nail-biting finale, Max is laser-focused on reclaiming what's his. Now the part that lit up the internet and had every F1 fan talking. Max didn't mince words about these new 2026 regs. It's actually no fun at all to drive, he told Sky Sports in that now viral interview. It's a bit like Formula E on steroids. He explained the cars feel nothing like classic Formula 1 anymore. Instead of pure, flat-out racing, it's constant energy management. Lift and coast on straights to save battery. Careful deployment to avoid running out mid-lap. The word that you can use for the whole year will be management, he said. And for me personally, it's not so enjoyable.
Whatever is going to happen in Melbourne, you know, cars are going to change also rocking up in Melbourne. So for me, it's always very difficult to say anything about testing.
And how pleasantly surprised are you at the way the engine's being? You know, all new project for the team. It's no small challenge, and it's been pretty strong all the way through Barcelona and so far here.
From the start that, we would go out of the garage without exploding. That has been very positive.
Max doubled down. He warned about this exact issue back in 2023. I already said that in 2023, but nobody listened. He called the regs anti-racing in places, predicting big headaches on high-speed street circuits like Melbourne or Jeddah, where overtaking relies on raw power. He even admitted the new cars are his least favorite era so far. Because winning isn't enough if it's not fun. At this stage in his career, he's exploring other racing-like endurance events to recapture that thrill. But here's what makes Max special. Even while criticizing the sport, he praised his team. On Red Bull's in-house power unit, their first as a full manufacturer, he said,
I mean, it's of course amazing to see that, as a new manufacturer to come in and also for everyone, to see the new car and engine together. You're working with new rules, a new rule set.
No drama, no excuses. Just brutal honesty wrapped in respect for the people building the car. That's why fans love him. While others tiptoed around the issues, Max said what many were thinking. And honestly, the paddock is listening now. So where does this leave Max for 2026? Red Bull aren't the clear favorites yet. Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari all showed promising pace. But with massive mileage under their belt, a competitive new powertrain, and Max's unmatched racecraft, they're firmly in the fight. He's not one to make excuses. He adapts, he pushes, he wins. And with the season starting soon, don't bet against the Dutch Lion roaring back. This could be the year he makes it 5. Or walks away if the fun never returns. Either way, it's going to be must-watch. But racing isn't everything to Max anymore. Away from the helmet, he's building something deeper. His partner since 2020 is Kelly Piquet. The stunning Brazilian model, influencer, and daughter of F1 legend Nelson Piquet. They met years ago when Max was just 19. She's joked their first date was a disaster. But the next day, he told her she was the love of his life. Together, they have a beautiful blended family. Kelly's daughter Penelope from a previous relationship, who Max treats like his own. And in May 2025, they welcomed their first child together. Baby girl Lily.
First things first, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very
dad now, right?
much. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so, all right, I'm a girl dad. My girl's a little older, but how does it feel here in literally the first days?
Yeah, I mean, luckily I got to spend a few days with them, once she was born. And it's been great. You never really, I guess, know what to expect. But it's been, very enjoyable, and it's for sure very special.
Kelly shares the sweetest glimpses. Lily's first crawl, family holidays in Brazil introducing her to the sea, cozy winter breaks in the Alps. Recent posts show the sisters Penelope and Lily completely in love. A beautiful mix of mom and dad looks. Fatherhood has shifted Max's perspective. He's spoken openly about wanting more time with family, skiing trips, quiet days together. I'm getting older and I prefer to spend time with my family before they're gone, he said recently. Maybe I sound dramatic, but I don't want to keep living just to race. The new regs aren't helping his desire to stay forever. Family comes first now. No engagement or wedding announcements yet. But this is a rock-solid power couple. Supportive, private, and grounded amid the chaos. Kelly's always there in the paddock when she can be. Quietly cheering. True strength behind the champion. That's the full Max Verstappen 2026 story. Unfiltered truth, relentless work ethic, and a man who's putting family above everything. Will the cars become fun again? Will he claim number 5? Drop your hot take below. Max wins it all or someone shocks him? Comment Max5 if you're all in on the comeback. I'll pin and reply to the best ones. Like if this hit different, subscribe for more driver stories like this, and turn on notifications. Australian GP is just days away. Thank you for watching F1 Stars and Highlights, Season 2026. See you in the next one. Stay fast, stay real.